My doctor got that insurance paid good for my boy.
I'm glad Power Rangers not this week. I probably had to put y'all 5. So hopefully y'all lose next week.
All right, so welcome to episode 37, League with No Name podcast. It's your boy Beans, of course. We got Moose here.
Your boy.
J.A. here.
And no pizza crew, man. I made it.
You know, same here. And finally, the Kid Cheese has returned after, I want to say, 3 weeks, almost a month. So what do we owe this pleasure, Cheese? What brings you
I'm
back?
back, baby. I'm not sick no more. I'm back. That's all.
They're in first place.
Them Titans probably got to win. Them Oilers.
It's a good week. It's a good week. I'm feeling good, man.
You really was sick? People were saying you wasn't showing up because I kept losing.
Nah, I made a joke out of it, but nah, I had bronchitis. Went to the doctor, had bronchitis. He gave me some antibiotics. Every time I say antibiotics, cats just thought like I was really sick. But yeah, I was sick. Them Titans had me sick, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, he was Chris Broussard last week. He was getting all the NBA deals. Now he talking about
Bronchitis?
Bronchitis, man. What you got for that, Moose? What you got? You still got to do some reading up on that?
I got some mullen leaf for you, man. Some mullen
whatever.
Yeah, margarita pizza.
All right, so let's get into these games. Let's start with the losers and then get to the winners. Moose.
Can't relate this week. Can't relate this week. Can't relate this week.
Yeah, I didn't get smoked. You kept it pretty close to the end.
I mean, yeah, I think we did pretty well. The defense played very well.
Yeah.
It's just the offense, and I feel like it's the offense and the coaching got to get together. Like a lot of people are blaming Wentz, and yes, Wentz has to do better. There's sometimes when Wentz holds the ball a little too long. There's sometimes where he's off target here and there, and he just makes better. He needs to make better decisions. But it's very hard when the offensive line is hurt. We had the most offensive line combinations this year. Our receivers, we have the most drops this year. So I feel like it's not more of a Carson Wentz problem. It's a little bit all together. I feel like it's coaching. I feel like it's Wentz needs to play better, and we need some weapons, man. It's our fault too because we haven't drafted a skilled player who made the Pro Bowl since what they said 2015, and the only player we have is Wentz to make the
2013.
Yeah, who made the Pro Bowl was Wentz. I heard another stat that really killed me. They said that DK has more receiving yards versus the Eagles than JJ has in his career, and we picked JJ over Metcalf. That's very horrible.
Bro, Metcalf has been in here for 2 years. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's very horrible, man. And I just feel like it's not all Wentz when you have all those problems. Like we had Jalen Hurts taking half of the first team reps in practice all week. So if you're gonna take those reps away from Wentz, who really needs them, play him more than two snaps. Jalen Hurts got on the field 2 times, but we had him take half of the reps from Wentz. That's horrible coaching. That's horrible. Like he's already struggling. He already has a hurt offensive line. Wide receivers are dropping balls left and right, and you're giving this man half the snaps to only play the QB twice in the game. That's trash coaching. So you can't really blame it all on Wentz. It's Doug Peterson. It's the GM. It's the offensive line, and it's play calling. Like we're just the defense looked real well, even though DK did tear him up. I was watching Slay. He was on him, man. That dude DK is the dog. Like besides that run on goal when he caught it in the goal line, Slay was on him. It's just that DK was out dogging him. And if you see DK out dogging you, scheme for him, double him up, do something. And then we let Adams dog us out. We game plan for that. You know, Jalen is Jamal is the leading sack. How is he getting sacks on Wentz? Game plan. So I feel like don't blame Wentz for all of it. It's definitely play calling and schemes, and it's a little bit of everything over here.
So
it sounds like you ready for Doug Peterson to get up out of there.
He about to do. I think he might step down. I think he might step down.
Ready to get him out of here.
He tired. So.
needs to get his act together, and people need to stop blaming Wentz. You know what I'm saying?
He did what he had to do. You just got to sit back and wait these 50 more
example,
years, Moose. That's all.
I have a lot of fans who Philadelphia fans, whatever, and like they always calling me and they're like getting on him. Like I was watching the ball, right? So
just calls.
It's a 3-step drop, right? 1, 2, 3, and he didn't throw it to his first read. They're down and go throw the ball. Like relax. Like, could he go through his progression? Like every time he takes his little steps back, if he don't throw the ball immediately, you're down his throat. Like give Wentz a break, bro. Yes, he got to play better, but it's not Wentz's fault. Like.
Yeah, we could do that all day. Damn, I thought we had it bad.
Moose been ready to let that out.
Yeah. People better get on my nerves about this. I mean, I'm hot. Sorry.
I would say it's gonna get better, but y'all got us coming up. So Tay gonna do his play even dirtier than DK did him. So sorry to hear that.
Talk that talk.
I don't want to watch that game.
What y'all 3-7-1?
We did have luck with y'all last time though.
Yeah, I did, but Tay got injured. He was cooking.
It's a whole different team. It's a whole different team though now.
Word. All right, so let's move on a little bit. We won't talk about Eagles too much. Jay, y'all looked exceptional this week.
Yes. I'm surprised with us, honestly. Yeah, because we had no Todd Gurley, no Julio. No one really had a big game like that. Like Matt Ryan threw for under 200. We didn't throw the ball well. Really had like 50 yards. He scored. Like there was nobody that really had like those gaudy numbers.
How many possessions did y'all start in your territory? Moose, what are you doing?
Well, pick up my show. That got me hot, man. Talk about the damn Eagles got me fucking fed.
We had too many in our territory, in their territory, honestly, to not win that game. Like I think we had like a couple fumbles. We had a pick six. Yeah, I was surprised because the Raiders actually came in playing some of the best ball, even though they lost last week. They still played, some of the best ball lately. So for us to jump on them like that, to hold them to not a touchdown when we have one of the worst defenses in the league, well, not even like worse. Like our run defense is pretty good, but like pass defense is terrible. We hold them down. We stop Waller. He only had like 3 catches for like 20 yards. Josh Jacobs fumbled a couple times, and he only had like 27 yards rushing. So. Hey, not for nothing, man. We 2 games out of that last playoff spot, man.
That's crazy.
Honestly, I wasn't surprised you guys won because I was doing my gambling, whatever. And when I saw you guys were only favored by 1, or they were only favored by 1, I was like, hold on, that's a trap game. It's a trap game. So I was like, I'm going with
we're a funny team because we can play with anybody, but it's just
y'all been one of the hottest teams. Y'all started off slow. Y'all been one of the hottest teams lately.
We got smoked last week. We got the Saints this week coming up. Then we go Saints, Chargers, Bucks, Chiefs, Bucks again to finish.
It's a tough schedule.
It is, but the NFC ain't playing well either. So we could just try to like steal a couple games. And I think like the way the Bucks are playing too, we could definitely steal a game or 2 from them. They're not playing exceptionally well either. So
yeah, they're looking for.
It's gonna be a fun. It's going to be a ride to the end, but I'm surprised that we still even 2 games out with all the games that we blew and games that we just didn't even come out and play ball. So be 2 games out of the 7th spot with, I think, is Arizona there now. And the teams in front of us, like, are probably going to lose too. Like, you still got the Bears there, Lions, like, Giants. Like, there's a guarantee they definitely going to lose games too. So we'll see.
Arizona, 6-5, right?
Yeah, we 4-7,
and they playing the Rams this week. It's 7-4. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so y'all still 5 games to go. Y'all in the thick of things.
Yeah. So I'll jump in. Packers got to win versus the Bears. Defense finally looked all right, but that run defense is atrocious. We were looking at that play early in the game with D. Montgomery.
That's crazy.
I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Him too. He stinks. I know I said a lot of people stink, but
he does think we make any running back look good. So
that's Kirksey's fault though. That's all like just misalignment. Like he didn't even like attack. Like he clearly seen there was nobody else to go make that play, and Mount went right by him. I'm just like, bro, you want to chase him? Like, you're not catching him.
But a win is a win. Right back for first place in the NFC. So we right there. A couple more wins. Need the Saints to lose a couple.
Got you this week.
We'll see what happens. I hope y'all got us this week.
Yeah, we got that.
Finally back. Finally got a win. Impressive win. So how you feeling about the Titans? They back in your top 5?
Nah, they might be.
Listen. We get one thing at a time. Oh, you wildin'. We're gonna take this W. Nah, you know me. I'm a little biased. They might be 5th right now. I mean, we gotta be ahead of the Bills just because we beat the Bills. But nah, we in that 6 to 8 range. I ain't gonna hype us. We beat these 8-3 Browns though. Oh, we jumping. We in the top 5.
8-3 Browns.
Might be 4. Might be 4. But
Baker Browns 8-3.
8-3. I'm surprised, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, we finally beat the Colts, but they wasn't healthy. I mean, we beat them last year too, but finally beat them in Indy. 8-3. Division league. You heard 5 games ago.
Yo, y'all love that slant to AJ. Y'all love that slant.
Yo, that play action, boy. That
RPO is stupid.
I hate
always
to
went to
say
the crib.
Yo, every game they run that. Every game.
Bro.
Huh?
That AJ is something else, man. I hate to say it. He's a dog.
Yo, Moose, he was a 2nd round pick. What's good with them Eagles? Why they don't be drafting wide receivers right?
Yo, go ahead,
I don't
man.
know.
He back this.
All right, so let's get into dog of the week, surprise of the week. For the sake of time, let's do one or the other. So let's start with Jay. Who you got, dog or surprise?
Ooh, that's tough because y'all know I love Debo, but yo, the NFL, man, like making them Broncos play this week. Like, come on, man. Like, you got this black brother back there just fighting for his life. Like, granted, like you're in the NFL, you know what I mean? But yo, you had no practice snaps. Mind you, if another team would have had like a team that they care about, like when the Raiders thought they had COVID and they was gonna play the Bucks, they moved that game straight to 8:00 ASAP that day. So to make them Broncos play with 3 quarterbacks, even though it's their fault, but it was still the Titans' fault too. They moved them game. Like you could finagle it because I think the Chiefs play at 8:00 this weekend. So they could have moved games around. Like
they was fed with them boys, man.
Yo, they were just like, yo, you know what? Y'all quarterbacks want to play around. We're gonna put y'all out there. Like it was to the point they was trying to have a coach play. Bro, that's crazy.
Yo,
so what? My question is, what were the quarterbacks doing? Were they caught without masks?
They was caught just probably around each other with no masks. I think it was. But yo, you can't the NFL always talk about putting good product on the field, bro. Come on. And if all these other quarterbacks they got, like, and it had to be him, like, come on, son. Nah. Y'all could have threw anybody out there. Like,
yo, he was really a quarterback for Wilbur Cross. Dead ass.
Yo, he definitely played like he was in a Thanksgiving game. Like, yeah, he definitely. I don't know what that
Wilbur
was.
Cross, bowling field.
You started him too, Moose. I'm surprised at that. But
I was gonna bring it up later, but Moose, what was your thinking? You started.
I was thinking. This is how I was thinking. I was trying to get ahead of the ball, so I could start him as a flex or a receiver. So I put him in my flex. So I was hoping that he got quarterback numbers at the flex position, and that just totally the opposite.
You overthought because you know what? Because you stole one with the defense you started. What defense did you start last week?
I started Texans. So I went in. I changed. I dropped the and I grabbed the Texans.
You got respect for that, and then you came back and thought you was doing something crazy,
bro.
Yeah.
If Drew Lock not getting numbers, what do you think Hinton gonna get numbers?
Now Moose expected him to like rush for a couple, get a couple passing, and still have like the stat. Like Moose thought he was gonna steal stats from a quarterback getting passing yards, run a couple in. And doing what I don't know what moves probably catch some
exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't think he was going to have a 300-yard game in 3 TDs. I thought he was going to have maybe 50, 40 yards rushing, maybe a running score, or maybe 125 yards passing. That still gave me 15, 20 points. You feel me? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was going with. Because all right, a QB, I could play 2 QBs versus him, and I could have the advantage on him, but. I had a disadvantage. It looked like so. It didn't work right.
I need somebody to look it up and see what's the least amount of points somebody has scored as an individual player in these 5 years that we had this league. Because he ended up with negative
4.8 or something like that.
I've never seen that happen before.
He had probably less points than the defense right here.
Yeah. Who you have for your dog or your surprise, Moose?
I wanted to see. You made me go one or the other. I wanted to go with Travi, but I'm surprised with Gabe. I'm surprised that your boy Gabe is back at Phoenix. You know how to talk about it.
You surprised?
He been trying to Photoshop all day, yo.
I've been trying to learn how to Photoshop all day for that boy Gabe, man. It's been a great day.
Yeah, what do you think is going to happen?
I'm surprised Gabe came on at the beginning of the year with all that champagne, but he has some real pain right now at number 10 right now.
My boy Tim, what'd you say, Jay?
What do you think is going to happen tomorrow where he think he got a shot to pick up somebody for next week?
Yo, he's still picking up players. Stop it.
The only shot he has is
players
literally Moose going crazy and beating O. But he still will be tied with us for next week. So, and then he got to do the same thing next week because there's no Lamar.
I guess that's the only thing that he really planning on.
His only
week.
hope is literally
Moose.
He has to come back against Moose because I play O next week, and that's the only shot he has is he has to beat Moose. If we don't beat Moose, like
then
I have to win. I have to win today.
Moose has to win this week because
he has to win. He has to win and still win next week. We have a game up on Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe would have to win next week, and I would have to lose, and he would have to outscore me by like 80 points. So
yeah, so like he can't even get 150 right now. I can barely get 150. So yeah,
all of a sudden my team came alive. I wish I had it before.
Jamaican feet.
Yo, honestly, if that didn't happen to Will Fuller, if you would have got in there, you probably could have made some. You probably could have made some noise because they put up numbers right now.
I would have, and the crazy part is, if I win next week, I'll be out of the playoffs probably by one game, and I would have won that game against Los if
Randy won
Justin
too.
Jackson didn't get injured on the first play of that game. I lost by 5 points.
Yeah.
So
and then Randy won too. When Randy sat the defense too, that was smart in it. Yeah.
That my season, I lost 3 games by 5 points or less. So
I hear you.
I can't be that mad. It is what it is. Cheese, who's your surprise or your dog?
I was gonna. Nah.
I
can't leave out Tyreek Hill, man. That boy got me. Yeah.
He's on your team too.
Yeah. I'm on my moose. I'm on my moose, man. Gotta be on my team.
Now you have to though. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't remember his numbers. It was like what, 260 something, like 13 catches,
12 for like 269,
and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, at one point he was projected to get like 95 points from me, bro. I was just like, yo.
Yeah, he was on pace to get 8 yards after the first quarter.
Send Gabe to the basement. That's all I wanted. Just get Gabe out of here. But yo, I didn't.
Like I wanted you to beat him, but I didn't know it was gonna be like that. Like I didn't know you was gonna wild out like that. I was like, oh, jeez, put this away.
I had Waller. He gave me nothing.
Cause they cheated you. And then when they gave Tannehill, they gave
that he made it a run, right?
I said, I hope this don't come back to bite Cheese, yo. I said, cause I need this one. I need Jesus to handle business.
Yeah, I was mad at that, but I saw when I was watching, I saw him do it backwards, so I understand that they made it a run. But yeah, that Tyreek, he started that day off right, that game off right. So, I mean, I'm gonna go with Tyreek Hill. He surprised me, man. I ain't gonna front. He been holding me down, but I mean, now he second in the league in receiving, behind DK. Oh, since we on that subject. Like a year or two wide receiver leading the league in receiver. That we're not gonna talk about that yet. We gonna wait those 5 weeks.
You got about 8 yards, bro. 8 yards.
Nah, I'm messing with. We gonna wait. It's 5 weeks ago. We gonna wait. But my boy Terry Mick right there too.
Tay about to end all that. So
yo,
Tay is about to. Tay no matter what next year.
Tay no matter what.
No matter what, I need that 30.
I meant to ask when you was just talking. So you started with all the memes and everything before. It's not even official that Gabe is going to be 10. So why are you? What makes you so happy that Gabe is going to come in the last again?
He hates Gabe. He hates when Gabe talks.
What makes you so happy?
Yeah, why are you like you joyous right now?
Because they're the same height.
Because I love it. First of all, me and Gabe always have the rivalry, whatever. But it makes me so happy because he talks so much. You feel me? He talks too crazy. He came on with some glasses on with champagne. Said Moose can't have none. You know what I'm saying? So now it makes it feel so much better that he got 2 losses, 2 10th-place finishes in 5 years. That's trash. It's hard
40%
to
pizza.
come in 10th twice in 5
That's
years.
40%. Hey, that's 40% pizza.
Wait, but let me ask you this. We was talking about it earlier. He got 2 pizzas, but he also has a ship. And you have missed the playoffs a couple times in a row. So does that not kind of balance out, or you feel he's still
Because
worth
Moose ain't never had pizza. That's like the ultimate goal is the chip. But the ultimate losing,
go ahead, Jan.
people don't forget pizza. Like you could forget Moose. You don't forget Moose missed play because Moose was talking on camera. But like you don't forget who had pizza. Like you just don't forget.
Yeah.
Like kids can tell you right now, 1 through 4. Oh, stole twice, ran. Like you don't forget who had pizza.
But you also don't forget the champs either, though. So it's kind of like
you could finish first, but you come in and last twice is crazy. So that's like it's 40% pizza, but then it's like you know what I mean. Like that's 20% chip.
Like you don't understand. Pizza is just as equivalent as a ship. Like it's hard to come in last place.
Yeah, it's a losership. Yeah,
it's still 10 of us. It's still 10 people. Like you know what I mean. So you to fall on 10th twice in 5 years? Come on, like you know what I mean? It's easy to miss the playoffs because there's only 6 positions. And if you think about it, like all the times I miss the playoffs, I miss it either by points or 1 game. So it's not like missing them like dramatically.
He's missing by at least like 3 games. Yeah.
And then he's out. Like he's gone. Like when I was fighting for pizza last year. You would have thought I came in pizza because they were trying to do me dirty. Like it was coming that move like, yo, I would have thought I had pizza. So I had to kill him. I had to kill him this year. I gotta get him.
Yeah, that pizza it looks bad on your resume because it's only 5 years in, and you done 2 people seen it twice already.
Yeah. So I know you wanted to say D. Henry for your dog Cheese, but I just want to acknowledge. Stoll, his 2 running backs both had crazy games last week because Antonio Gibson kind of came out of nowhere. So between the two,
they was feeding him crazy. Like he don't do that. He don't do that. Like that's why I started McKissick because he don't do that. This dude, the first running back to have 3 TDs on Thanksgiving since Randy. Like that don't happen, bro.
Yeah. So
they got the Steelers next week, so Stoll all set.
That was my surprise. Antonio Gibson. You can see the potential in him, but he just hasn't had that crazy game, and he finally.
Yeah, he's a dog. I slept on him. He a dog.
So Gabe is in
Washington.
10th. Y'all 2 9th and 8th. Where's Stoll at? He's 6th, 7th.
He's 7th now. But he might go to 6th. I don't know. It depends on the.
He's about to catch Los. He's about to catch Los. I think.
No, I think he's gonna.
I got it written down too. I think too.
We don't trust.
We gotta wait till Thursday.
So.
But that's why nobody's gonna clinch like that because Stoll keeps winning. Stoll gonna mess around and take a spot from somebody.
I mean, technically, me and you aren't even out yet. We need a miracle, but technically,
yeah, you're closer than me though, because I have no points, so I'm not even. As long as I don't get pizza, I'm cool.
Technically.
Yeah, technically, that's why they can't clinch because technically we both won. So those dudes only got 6 wins and lost. I
think Cheese will clinch though.
He might clinch a bye. I don't think he won't get the bye until next week, but Cheese is gonna clinch tomorrow.
He'll play a spot though, so yeah.
Yeah. You'd be the only one.
Congrats to missing Cheese.
That's crazy. We on the last week and only one person clinched us.
That is crazy.
It's crazy. I've been in like top 3, top 4-ish all year, and it's gonna come down to next week for me. Like that's really real.
Stop with the
you in. It's just the fact that there's the chance because of points. They can't give you the berth yet because you never know what can happen with points. But there's no way you're gonna get caught.
Right.
Like as far as wins and losses, you didn't clinch because it's like a game apart. But the fact that you're up by like 200-something points, you
would have to have a 100-point game, and somebody else has to have a 300.
You literally have to not play anybody, and then someone has to take your phone, and that's the only reason why you don't have an X next to your names because it's the game. Like you're a game off, but you can still have the same record. Like I got in over Cheese last year because I had the same record.
Yeah, mathematically, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I had the same record as Cheese last year, and he beat me on the last week, but I had more points.
Yeah.
So I won't get into my dog, like the stats, but I was going to go with Will Fuller. I want to know what y'all thought about seeing that he's suspended now. It's a contract year. He's going to be a free agent. What do you think happens with him next year? Does he resign with the Texans or does he find a new home? What do you
Yo,
think?
Jay,
want to be there.
that thing that you posted, that was real? Brian Cushing really the strength and conditioning coach?
Yeah, he does assistant strength and conditioning coach. You know, he stays suspended for drugs.
Yeah,
Since high school.
PED.
Yeah, he a PED drug lord.
I think his time in Houston's over, and he got served that 1-game suspension with the new team. Somebody might get him on a one year prove it deal. I mean, it depends what the market like. You got dudes like Mike Williams and Corey Davis, and there's a few other wide receivers.
A team might stash him, and it's like, all right.
How long is he suspended for?
Huh?
How long is he suspended for?
6 games.
6 games. 5 left this year.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got it. I mean, I see a 1-year prove it deal unless somebody gonna pay him like what Tyrell Williams got if you want to take that. Like 3 years, $30 million
your bargain
deal.
receiver.
I can't imagine a team is going to only give him a 1-year deal. Like, if you look at the numbers he was putting up, he was a legit top, I want to say, 7 or 8 wide receiver. So
yeah, this year, but every other year he got hurt. So who's going to give him a multi-year deal when he hasn't proved that he can take a full season? He has yet to play a full season.
I mean, I get that, but I don't know. I think on the market somewhere.
I think he'll get a 2 or 3 year deal, but it'll be less on the numbers that he thought he would probably get than he probably would have gotten if he didn't get in trouble. Because he was about to just go crazy these next 5 games.
This is going to be easily his best year.
Yeah,
so
even last game he went nuts.
That ugly flea flicker.
Hey, it is what it is.
Please do that. Wow, Duke.
So we were talking about league standings before. I'm going to try to work through it a little bit. Like we said, Cheese is going to clinch this week. Moose is pretty much set. Casey's pretty much set. And then from like 4 to 7 is a little bit iffy. Me and Jay probably going to finish 8 and 9, and then Gabe is 10. But Stoll got a good chance.
Randy's hot right now.
Randy hot.
I think Randy in 4th, honestly. I think it's Randy.
He's gonna move up.
Yeah, he's gonna move up because I think Los and King are losing this week, so he's gonna have a game on both of them. So it's gonna come down to Los, Stoll, and King for 2 spots. So it'll be interesting. I think it just shows the parity that we had this year, given COVID.
It was a crazy year.
Going on.
Yeah.
Everything.
I think I got Los next week. I don't know how I feel. I don't think I should get rid of him. I don't know if I should. You know what I mean? I might sit people.
It's funny how it works, yo, because Los lost this week because Herbert had a good, he had a good opponent. I played Los. He had the Jets. So, it's nothing I can do. It's literally like
nothing you can do.
Game
That's what matchups is. That's what.
Yeah, lucky I'm not getting in because Russ got the Jets week 14, but I ain't gonna make it.
Yo, Jay, let's do a nice little 3 a.m. swap. We can do a nice little 3 a.m.
swap. You remember that karma? Nah, I'm good. I don't talk business like that. You want that Gabe pickup? I'll give you that Gabe pickup.
All right, so let's get into some pick'ems. Last week we didn't record, so I'll give the update from last week, seeing that we're recording on Tuesday, and the Ravens and the Steelers are supposed to play tomorrow.
We are 2-2.
Results from this week until after that. But week 11, Jay went 3-2. Everybody went 3-2 except me. I went 1-4. That was a horrible week.
Sheesh.
Yo, so, I'm catching ground, boy.
I think as of right now, we're all 2-2 this week. So only Moose took the Ravens, so we'll end up 2-3.
He all set.
Yeah. Dummy. Nah, Lamar get to play. I mean, they all set for real, but Lamar get to play and the running backs get to play, so it should be competitive. But
Lamar coming back tomorrow?
I think they said Lamar is eligible because they play. I think today when they left, it was the
Lamar's
9th
still out.
day.
Lamar's still out. Dobbins and Ingram can play.
Oh, okay.
Lamar's still out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so it is RG3. Yeah, you all set, both.
Don't sleep on Superman.
And Mark Andrews out, so they all set.
Cheese still got a 4-game lead over Moose, 5 games over me, and then 7 over Jay.
Damn.
So
I got a while out this week. All right.
But let's get into these week. Next week we'll update you on week 12 and week 13 as far as the pick'ems. So week 13 pick'ems. Let's get into these games. First we got Colts at Texans. Who you like, Moose?
Colts at the Texans. I'm gonna go with the Colts, man.
Yo, I've been away that long. I'm not going first no more. You forgot, huh?
Honestly, I looked at it wrong. I saw Texans and my mind said Titans. I already knew who he was going to pick, but that's the next game. That's why I'm going to go for you first. Jay, who you got?
I'm taking the Colts. No Will Fuller now. Yeah, I don't know who they're going to lean on now. Not Kiki QT. So.
Why do you hate him? Why do you hate him?
He probably hit his name.
Nah, he stinks. What does he do that makes you happy? Like, he stinks.
He said that makes you happy. Yo, that's Sangria getting the J, man. He wild.
It does nothing good.
Yeah, I got the Colts, man.
I'm gonna take the Colts as well. I think it would have been a lot more interesting if Fuller wasn't gone. Browns at Titans. Cheese, we know you're going with the Titans. Jay, who you like?
You know where I'm at. The Baker man.
You say you gotta make a run this week, and you go.
The Baker man came.
Yo, 8-3, man. Bake these cakes as fast as I can. He gonna cook somebody. This is the game. 275 passing, 3 TDs. Chubb run for 140. It's still the game, man. 28-21.
Anything against my defense, I can't argue. I can't argue anything against my defense.
Like I did earlier in the season, if Baker comes to play and he shows me something, I'll acknowledge it. I don't have a problem with that. He just doesn't show me much often, so that's just where I stand on Baker. Moose, who you like?
I'm going with Chubb and the boys. Nah, not playing. I'm going with Titans. Man. Actually, I like how Titans look, man. I like AJ Brown, man, and I love him. There's some dogs over there, man, but.
Oh, now we some dogs. I don't like this dude.
Where's this coming from? Like,
I don't like him. He's lying.
I'll never say that.
The thing about it is, like, I didn't even know what division the Titans were in until I met Cheese. Like, I had to find out what division they were in. No one even cared about the Titans. They was cool with me. I love Warren Moon. The colors is cool and all that.
Warren Moon. Look at this old guy.
But ever since Cheese came around, I hate them.
Bro, I don't even talk junk. I don't even
it went from no Titans fans to like 2 in the chat. Like, you don't find that anywhere. Like,
exactly.
Yo, Moose, all week, I'm posting that video, right?
What video?
When you in the basement because y'all lost to us. Just know you starting with me. Stop starting with me, man. Just know y'all can't beat us. Jay, you know how this about to get, so I'm gonna just.
But the Titans got that buck though.
All right, so I'm gonna go with the Titans before this gets out of control. Game 3, Rams at Cardinals. Tough division matchup. Who you like, Cheese?
Wait, before Cheese go, get them Rams users off the pod page, man. They've been crying about top 5.
They want respect, man. They want respect. They don't know that the Rams got to do it. I don't know what they want, but I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Why we not top 5? Please.
They acting like me.
The Rams don't deserve more top 5. I don't want to hear nothing no more.
I'm gonna go with the Rams this week, though.
We like.
I'm gonna go with the Rams as well.
Who's got the
Rams? Taking them. Give me the Cards. I'm not taking the Rams.
I'm actually gonna take
for respect.
Well,
I'll take the Cards.
I'm sure they're gonna be loving it.
Hey, wait till you post this. Oh, they're gonna be in them comments like, don't take us now. Like, please.
Don't take us now. Like
two people didn't take you out.
Game 4. This is an interesting one. Patriots versus the Chargers. Who you like, Cheese?
Going. Where's that? Chargers, right?
Chargers.
Yeah.
You good for that?
I got a game. I mean, I could gamble a little bit. I could
he asked that, but be right. I don't know how he do it, yo. He got like a 10-game lead in his like. It's crazy.
I'm gonna go Chargers. Like you said, it is a
tough
game.
One good week, maybe. Like he got like one good week probably. Because I don't see how he win it. Cause he be tied up.
Yo, y'all be going against the Titans every time, bro. That's an automatic win right there for me.
No, it ain't.
Y'all just went Browns. Y'all just went Browns, bro.
He'll beat us by one game like every week, and then over the course of the season, it adds up. That's how it's not like he dominating every week.
And then the week that I went 5-0, y'all went like 2-3. Stop picking against the Titans, man. Y'all be straight.
I picked them the right weeks. I picked them when y'all played the Colts the first time. I ain't taking Titans all year though, so that's an automatic L. I don't care though.
I know. See, it's that pride. You don't want to say Titans.
I got L's to spare.
Like Jay.
Yeah, that's a hard one because I thought about it. I was like, dang, both teams so inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who's gonna turn the ball over last? It's probably gonna be Cam, but I'm gonna take Cam this week. So I'm trying to make up some games. I'm gonna take Pats.
I'm going with the Pats as well.
Interesting.
You ain't making
good
game.
man.
Bill
Got 6 points.
You ain't
like
making
Bill
no games,
Belichick, you're not gonna let no young boy come in there and take off like that.
See how they did Kyler, so
Yeah, I'm pretty much of the same mindset, so I'm gonna go with the Pats. I think they find a way to rattle Herbert a little bit, and
they had a good game last game too. They played well.
My young boy Eckler back, man.
I was about to say he could dump it off to Eckler now, so that's
they force feeding Eckler.
Yo,
bro.
11 receptions, 20 yards. It's just straight.
Yo, come on, son. Like, you've been throwing to Keenan all day. Now all of a sudden you like, come on, son.
If he ain't get injured, man. Last but not least, Bills at 49ers. Who you like, Cheese?
Bills at 49ers. Time to make. I'm gonna go 49ers.
Yeah.
I'm always riding my boy Debo. Always. I'm taking the Niners. He a dog. He a dog.
I'm gonna take the Niners as well. Moose, who you like?
I was gonna go Niners, but since y'all all on the Niners and wake up my boy being on IR, I'm gonna go with the Bills.
That boy, let him Bills, son.
Nah, he just don't want to give respect to the Niners. Moose got something against them Niners.
Nah, it don't matter who the Bills play. Moose be like, yo, the eye test, man.
All right, so wrapping up this pick'em talk, going to the overall pick'ems for everybody. Cheese is in the lead there too. He got a game on Casey. He got
Jerry. Why you shaking your head, man?
You doing something, bro?
He got
it's like pick'em. It's like pick'em fraud.
I got a book, yo.
You got new shoes, 22. Moose people in third. I'm in fourth, and then Puff Smash is in fifth. I want to say that's Gary. I could be wrong now. Is that not? Or is that somebody else?
I don't know. It sounds like somebody dropped off too. My boy was in fifth for like 3 weeks.
Your boy,
Campbell?
Your boy dropped off. Yeah, Campbell in 6 now.
Man, that's Campbell Harden right there, boy. That boy.
You know how he get to the end of the season, he started looking a little shaky.
Yeah, he do the regular season. At the end of the season, he get James Harden.
It's them Eagles, man. I bet you picked the Eagles against them Seahawks.
He probably did. All right, let's get into some starts. Wrap this up. QB. Let's start with Moose. Who you like at quarterback this week?
QB. Actually, I'm going Jared Goff. He didn't have a good game. He didn't have an outing. He's been a little inconsistent. But they played pretty. They played pretty well versus the Cards. So Cards been giving up a lot of passing yards anyway. So I'm gonna go with Jared Goff.
Yeah, I think that's a solid pick. The Cards they've been giving it up. Cheese, who you like?
I'm gonna go with Baker. I think he's gonna get some solid numbers. Our defense give up yardage. Smart. I mean, he got the run game. Two running backs for over 600 yards, 700 yards, or one with 700, one with 600. So Stefanski know he gotta run the ball, and we give it up however you want it. So I think it'll be solid fantasy wise.
Jay, who you like?
Oh man, I'm gonna go Derek Carr against the Jets.
Yeah, horrible.
Nothing else to say. It's the Jets. Yeah, I'm surprised we made him look like that, but I think he'll bounce back this week.
Anybody against the Jets usually good. I'm gonna go with your boy Phillip Rivers versus the Texans.
Phillip Rivers.
Back-to-back games he had with a 280 plus. Even though I'm sure some of that was garbage time against the Titans. I ain't watched into that game.
Garbage count.
So they've been throwing it around. He's been hitting his receivers more. T.Y. been getting some looks. Pittman. What's the Trey Burton?
Pascal.
Yeah, they've been giving it to a lot of different receivers. So I'm gonna go with Rivers. Running backs. Who you like, Jay?
Yo, I like Moose Mans, man. That boy Robinson, Jags, man. I think he'll have a big game against the Vikings. He be doing it, yo. He's straight.
Yeah, he had almost 30 fantasy points this week against me. So
I think he 30 in rushing. He got like 890 right now.
Really?
Yeah, he's supposed to be a starter.
Oh yeah, he good. He got that position. He all set.
Yeah, I'm about to go get him in Madden. Man, he doing it.
Jeez, who you like?
I'm sorry, yeah, I just can't stop the run. I'm gonna have to go Miles Sanders. It's just
He stink. Miles stink.
bro. Miles ain't it. That's why they ain't RBU. But Packers give it up. If you're gonna give it up to David Montgomery, you're gonna give it up to Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
So I mean, I got y'all winning, but Miles Sanders, he should get some good fantasy numbers. Yeah. He's not an obvious starter. He might be like a flex, but I mean, if you throw him in, Packers is a team to do it.
Yeah, I will say, after that one run, I think he only had another 40 yards the rest of the game. So,
yeah,
that's all. He didn't give up one big one.
So you telling me David Montgomery got like 90 yards on y'all?
I think he had 100. I think the first run was 60, and then
56. It was 56. And guess what the monkey? Guess what the monkey knife fight was? Guess what the monkey knife fight was?
Wait, what was it?
That's what it was. It was 56, and he got on that one.
56 and a half, and he had 56 in the first round. Bro.
Oh, yeah. I know you.
I said you gotta be. Yo, there's no way he gets over 56. He gets a 56-yard rush. I see. He got to get his next 3 carries. Got to be at least for a negative game.
That's funny as hell.
Like, oh my god! First 5 minutes, I lost. This is crazy.
Whatever running back is against the Packers, you need to just take the over because it's always.
I like to take more because that less sometimes when they get too close, it's like let me just. You only got but so much to spare. Yeah, he got that on the first. I said I'm done. $10 game. I said, I'm all set.
Yeah, it's tough. Moose, who you like running back?
I'm gonna go Miles Sanders as well, but since Chiefs took him, I'm gonna go with Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb versus the Titans. I think it's gonna be a road trip that game. It's gonna be a lot of running. It's a lot of miles on the ground. It's gonna be a big road trip game. So Henry gonna be getting a lot of yards in Chubb. So maybe even Hunt too. So
you try to manifest something that ain't gonna happen. I don't know what game you think it's gonna be, but you got us losing. You got Chubb going crazy. He got Baker going crazy. I got Baker.
Baker not going crazy. But
y'all just don't want to say Titans. I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
I'm not saying
All right, so I'm gonna go with what I pick. A bit of a sleeper. I'm gonna go with James White. He hasn't been getting a whole lot of touches, but he's been getting meaningful touches. He had 2 TDs last week. I think he had like 6 for 64 or something like that the week before. So they're getting him the ball in positions to succeed. So he's not gonna cost you much at all in the daily fantasy. Wide receiver, who you like, Moose?
With Lockett, man. He's been having some slow games.
He's like
a real boomer bust player. Yeah. So I think this week is going to be a boom game, whatever. He playing the G-Man.
Why you think it's going to be a boom game?
He playing the G-Man, you know what I'm saying? And it's like it's a good matchup. He's still getting the targets, you know what I'm saying? Just that like DK he just turned into like Mike T out there. He's getting all the targets, but Lockett is still getting a lot of looks as well. And I just feel like this is a game right here.
I assumed that Lockett was gonna have a big game with Slay being on Metcalf all game, but just was the complete opposite. Metcalf went off even with him. Jeez,
paid Slay for nothing. I want to be humble. I'm gonna go Nelson Aguilar. Playing the Jets. It's good flex, third wide receiver. You know what I mean? There's a couple. I think like the Panthers is on bye weeks, and Tampa's on a bye week. So I mean, if you just gotta pick up a wide receiver, I think Nelson Aguilar been a Derek Carr's top guy. He playing the Jets. I mean, why not? Ruggs ain't getting no looks. Renfro only get it on third down. Josh is probably banged up. He was hurt last game. I think they twisted his ankle on that play that he fumbled. So might as well go with the hot hand, Nelson Aguilar. wide receiver.
Mention the Bucks. What's the Bucks record since they picked up AB? Like what, 1-3 or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't think they won. Came back against the Saints. They lost. Did they win last week?
Oh no, they lost to the Rams, and then they lost this week.
0-3. They 0-3. He played. They came back against the Saints. And
it was like 5-2 or something like that, right?
Yeah, or 6-2 or something like
They might
that.
have, they might have won the first one, right?
Nah, they lost to the Saints. He came back because he didn't play the game before that because they beat the Giants on Monday Night Football. Came back, lost to the Saints. He was eligible. Lost to the Rams on Monday night. Lost to the Chiefs.
And they just lost last week.
Wow. Interesting. I don't know what role he plays, but it's interesting that he comes and then
Brady can't throw no more, so it's just
he was putting up points prior to him, though. I mean, he was getting people the ball.
yeah. Something changed over there. I don't know, but leave him.
Hey man, it's that wear. It could be that wear and tear. You never know. It's a long season.
Yeah, he get hit. Lost his center. Probably don't touch nobody.
Donald touch you a couple times. You're gonna start thinking.
Wide receiver, who you like, Jay?
Get gritty. Justin Jefferson, man. He gonna have a big game. He doing it. He doing the dance a few times.
Who they got?
They got Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yeah, he about to do it dirty. He about to get like 170. He about to be in the end zone. he about to be wilding.
Let me see. Who do I have? I'm gonna take Sterling Shepard against Seattle. Seattle gives up a lot of yards to receivers. I don't know what's up with Slayton. They ain't been connecting. So
who they quarterback now?
I think Colt McCoy, right? I think
Colt McCoy.
He getting big too. He a big boy.
He got big.
Yeah, he wide now. That's Colt. Like, yeah, Colt's still money.
Yeah, they should be playing from behind. They're gonna have to throw it. Sterling can work the intermediate game, which should be good for Colt. So I think that'll be a good pick there. Last but not least, tight end. So you like Cheese?
Who I got? I'm gonna go. I don't got a tight end. I'm gonna go Jonnu. Fuck it.
What are they playing?
We playing the Browns. Look at you. Nah, yeah, I'm gonna go Jonnu. He's been quiet. I mean, why not?
Stay quiet. Yeah. Why?
Yo, he's tied for first in his position for touchdowns. He get the ball in the red zone, but I mean,
when you get 1 yard TDs, yeah, you gonna get the Lindell White touchdown.
I mean,
come on, Chief. You think he's slick?
When you got the leading rusher and 2 wide receivers with 600, you know what I mean? 1 wide receiver is top 5 in touchdowns.
I ain't gonna front though. Corey Davis having a good year. Finally.
He is. Bro, it's over. Get out of here. Either you're gonna sign this $4 to $6 million deal, or get out of here. It's too late. He was a top 5 pick. It's too late. I don't know why you're doing it now. And it's only like he's having a decent year. He don't even lead a team in receiving. AJ Brown was
like he wouldn't even get these catches. So like he actually getting yards now. So,
I like him as a number 2. I'll take him as a number 2.
He looked good with AJ being in the league guy. So I will give him that. But all right, we off, y'all.
Yo, this guy's a hater. Yo, you finished it last drink, bro. What are you doing?
You get every sip out of that.
Yeah.
Every time you gotta talk about it, he start drinking.
Who you like, Jay?
Tight end? Yo, I'm going old school, man. King Old Man, Jordan Reed. I think he's Mullins be looking for him, so he's getting the targets. I think they'll start connecting. He's made some good catches too. He's been healthy the last couple of weeks. He'll get in the end zone twice.
Ooh.
Yeah, 3 catches though.
Yo, Moose, what you thinking about?
I'm thinking about him. I'm going my tight end. He's gonna be Darren Waller. I want the easy way out.
Son.
Yo, that's an obvious one. Why would you not?
I didn't go Darren Waller all year,
bro.
You ain't got him.
Because you have to, like, if you need a tight end, if you have Darren Waller, you're starting him.
Don't versus Jets, but to be different, to like change up, be playing like DraftKings or FanDuel. I like Dallas. Dallas for the Eagles, man.
Yo, it's either his team, his old team, or his actual team he like. Yo, Moose is funny, son.
That's why Gabe be talking junk. We don't need to see you in the playoffs. If you beat somebody in the playoffs, I'm gonna be whoever it is. They're gonna have one hell of a Monday.
I hope you make it, man. I hope chat gonna kill you if you don't get to the bowl anyway. So
it's ship or nothing for me.
Yeah, because chat waiting for you to just fail. Like,
Man, it's nothing for you.
He didn't even make it. Gabe gonna run them ha-ha-has off. So.
Yeah, Gabe against you regardless. Whoever.
He made it for no reason.
You ain't gonna have mad couch gifts. Come sit next to me, Moose. It's all right.
He gonna get corny too. It's gonna be corny though. So he gonna overdo it. So
you still don't get no champagne, Moose. Come here.
That was one time. Oh.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Jordan Akins versus Indianapolis.
Okay.
So, no Fuller, no Cobb. They let Stills go, so they're gonna have to find somebody else to catch the ball. They said they're gonna start using him in the slot more, so a nice big body out there in the red zone. So I think we'll have a couple big games before the season is done with. I think we covered everything we set out to cover. Anything we missed?
Yo, Moose, what Gabe said the other day? Shout out to Gabe. What he said when we was talking about old players. What Gabe said?
Wayne Corbett.
Nah, we say Wayne Corbett.
Wayne Corbett.
What Moose said? Oh, the Jeopardy guy?
You the Jeopardy guy? Get him out of here.
Chat wild, sir.
Somebody come get him.
Before we get out of here, shout outs. Anybody?
Yeah, I got one, man. Shout out to Nate Robinson.
I'm out, man. Get out of here. End this.
He up? Did he wake up?
That was crazy.
What's good with the boy name, man? He ain't even trained, man.
That's a different train, yo.
Cass can't do a shout out without doing anything boxing, man. Leave that man alone. Let that man.
Yo, it's one thing to train though, but it's like boxing a different. Like that's for the dudes who still like think they still got something in the tank. It's like, yo, just chill. Like it's hard to give it up, but it's not even a sport though. Like 6 weeks ain't enough.
Yo, they said that one of the commentators said you can't play boxing. Like you can't just come in here. Like you can't do.
You can't think like I'm gonna show up and box. Like nah. Like
you gonna get nah. Stop it. You can't play boxing. Either you boxing or you not. You can't just 6 weeks train.
He didn't box one bit. He didn't box one bit. He was holding, grabbing.
He could probably go play football. Like play a little flag football, but nah, you wilding going into boxing. I'm not going into no head bash.
Nobody hit me like that. I'm not letting nobody hit me like that, bro. You're not hitting me like that.
I think that's the problem with athletes. You think that because you're athletic, you can just go and transfer that to any sport.
That's what I was saying. Like, it's for the dudes who feel like they had the crazy high school, college stats that just feel like they could get up and just go play ball. But like, nah, yo, it's okay to like be washed now, bro. But you can't tell nobody that. This is for the dudes that still post their high school stats. You will get knocked out. Like.
I hope that's a lesson. Just sit back and admire people for their professions.
It's okay to be that guy once upon a time, but we are not that guy forever.
I need him
All right, so this conversation is gonna go on. I don't know how much longer. So we're gonna reconvene in the chat. For everybody who's listening, we appreciate y'all listening. Make sure y'all follow the page, League with No Name, Facebook and Instagram. We will catch y'all next week. League with No Name.
Boy, you back to the playoffs.
Whatever,
I miss playoffs.